Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Doodle Robot and today we're going to do the January 2023, yay 2023, finished pages. And yes, it's only been a month and I have, I think, enough to do a month of finished pages. Yay for me. Alright, so we will start with some whips here. We've got... This is the Daria songbook. Are you going to be able to see that? The Night Voyage. I took the cover off so it wouldn't get damaged. And you are way up there. Let me zoom you down a little bit. Okay. This is an altered page. I'll show you what it looked like before. I did this in a video. So it looked like, there's eraser bits everywhere. It looked like that page right there before I went and altered it. And then we went mandala crazy. And that's in a video. You can watch the video somewhere on my channel. So this mandala was here. And so I drew, I think, 7 parts of mandalas. There's not really a full mandala on there. I just thought it was a lot of space to do. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling space. I entertained the idea and then I practiced various space techniques and I'm like, no, there's too many little bits to do space around, so I'll save space for another time. So I decided to do mandalas, and so we did that together. You can see, like, I got a little heavy hand. I don't know, maybe you can't see, but I got a little heavy-handed with the drawing. Hopefully my whatever medium I use will cover that up. But somebody asked me a good question, like, how did I get the mandalas on there? So there were lots of different tricks that I used to get the mandalas on there. So, like, these two mandalas are basically the same. I drew them and then traced them on, but I only traced on, like, the outer parts. The inner designs in each mandala are different, and those I drew on elements from here. So you can see, like, this part of the mandala is over here, and the stripes here or here. So I kind of look there and try to draw things. That's why lots of people commented about the hearts in my mandala, because they know I hate hearts. But there were hearts in the mandala. And there is hearts all through this book. So yes, I drew hearts. Yeah, my eye twitched a little bit when I was doing that. But, you know, I wanted it to kind of match. I don't think this page looks out of balance from the rest of the book. I mean, it looks like it could be a page in a book. I think I did a good job matching the style. So sometimes I do better or not as good at matching the illustrator style. So I'm pretty proud of this one, and I really can't wait to get started coloring it. So that's a whip underway that we've altered. Now we have to color. This is, by the way, this is a buddy color with Colored by Maya. So we're doing that one together. And my other whip for the month that I worked on, and I almost got this done. I think I have 9 pages over here to the left of me. This would have been 10, but I could not make it happen last night. I tried so hard. I colored for like 5 hours. But I'm slow, and it didn't happen. So this is Joanna Basford's Christmas book. And you've seen this before. There was a whole video where we did how to do the plaid. And I think when you last saw it in my UGG video, everything of the focal point stuff was based in alcohol marker. I did the flowers, I did the 2 cardinals, the female and the male, and I just have to do now the leaves, the 3 different kinds of leaves. We've got ivy, poinsettia, and what is that, like holly? I think it's called holly. So just that. Almost 9.5. I was so close. So close to 10. That would be a record. 9's a record, but 10 would have been a better record. So hopefully that will get finished this February. All right, we are off to the complete pages. We're going to start with the disasters. There are a few. I don't really like this page, but it is done. And I was really kind of focused. Right now my focus is on kind of whipping those whips from the whips left over from 2020. So we have Spooky Girl. Yeah, I don't really like this page, but I'll show it to you anyways. All right, here we go. She had a lovely skin color. And I decided, long ago, oh, I'm going to do it more like the cover and do this like scratchy, sketchy style. And hey, it's not really me. And then, you know, she had a lovely skin color and I was going to kind of make her more purple. And then I just went berserk with colored pencils. Now she looks like something like Dawn of the Dead or something. Poor girl. So I gave her like the little round eyes. It's just a disaster. Although, way back, I can't remember how long ago, I'm really kind of proud of my little stuffed animal fur there. I think I did good on the fur. It was downhill after that, but I tried my polychromos pencils here and didn't particularly like them. As I was trying to quickly finish this just to get it done and, you know, off my plate, didn't matter how it turned out to me, I did go back to the sketchy style, and I started doing the fabric folds in kind of the more loose, sketchy style. A little bit there, a little bit on her dress, on the skin. Oh, it's kind of hideous. I originally drew the tapestry in like, or the drapes she's looking through, tapestry, whatever it is. I deliberately drew it in garish, like non-matchy colors. In my opinion, I feel like Spooky Girl would live in a house with tacky tapestries. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really into that page at all. But it's done. It's a whip off my plate, so I'm whipping the whips. All right. And this is my, you know, gotta have an experiment every month. I usually film my experiments, but I did not film it this time. I did 2 experiments. The first one was The second one, do not try at home. I'll explain what that is. So this is Spooklets by the fabulous Carla Magana. We have this one here. Now my experiment was the blue in the background and the little squares there. That is watered down acrylic because I wanted to test it on Amazon paper because I wanted to try it in another book, which I did not end up doing it in another book. I mean, it was okay. If you were going to totally cover it with colored pencil, it would probably work okay. But I wanted some of it to be poking through, and I just don't like the way it looks. I don't know. But anyways, it was an okay experiment. I drew on that pattern in the background just to play on top of the acrylic paint. I wanted to use alcohol markers on top of the acrylic paint, and we can see that I did use alcohol markers on top of the acrylic paint, and they don't go through the page because there's no, that green, right, that blobby green there it's alcohol marker, but it doesn't go through the page. No, it's this green, this dark green here, and it didn't go through the page. Although it does make makes a streaky appearance. I don't know what that is. Paint or something, probably. So yeah, that experiment was okay. The next experiment is the one you should not try at home. Her skin, in my mind, this was going to work. It was going to work fabulously well, but it didn't. So don't do it. I did the base of her skin with, I did one coat where I rubbed the silky gel crayon on the palette and pick it up and paint it on. It was splotchy. So I let it dry and I did another coat. And that was fine. It looked okay. But I wanted to shade it with pencil. Prismacolor, of course. And yeah, that didn't work at all. That just like slides all over the place. It was a disaster. I mean, I guess I kind of got her cheeks somewhat smoothed out a little bit. But I mean, it just, I don't know. You can see like right here where I was trying to do the shadow where it would not stick at all. So yeah, don't try that one at home, people. All in all, though, for an experiment page, it kind of turned out okay. It's certainly not going to be in any top favorites or anything, but, valuable lessons learned there. All right, so that was Spooklets. I've got one in Retro Groovy Cats. I'm having a mid-century moment cat thing going on here. So Retro Groovy Cats, and this is one of those pages where I use to get out of my coloring slump. Seems like every month I go through a slumpy period. And usually I pick some kind of patterny page to do, an easy pattern, or I think a couple months ago I picked a color by number, and that worked. It kind of gets the juices flowing again. So the stars were not there. There was just this pattern and the cat, and I added the stars in it as an afterthought. It was very blank over there. So that's just all alcohol marker. This was where I wanted to use the watered down acrylic paint, but ended up not doing that. I just used alcohol marker. There's a little bit of Signo gel pen, and this blue. This blue is alcohol marker, but this blue is dollar store metallic marker, the blue one. Yeah, so just an easy page. It served its purpose. This is a good book, by the way. All right, we have a Buddy Color with Sherry Denowitz. This was for December. I missed that deadline. I broke my hand with this one. Entangled Landscapes by Angela Porter. Yes, the Crayola colored pencils broke my hand on this one. And I just finally picked it up again when my whole arm felt better. And then I switched to water-based markers, gel pens, paint pens, even a little bit of alcohol marker, just because my water-based markers didn't have the right color. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this process. I'm surprised because there's a million little doodads on this page, and I generally don't like a million little doodads on a page. Contrary to the Night Voyage over there, where I have now a million little doodads on the page. But I rather liked it, and I learned a valuable lesson. Do these kinds of pages with all these little bitty spaces with water-based markers and gel pen and paint pens. So, lesson learned. But I do look forward to doing another one. So, thank you so much, Sherry. Hers is awesome. You can check out her Instagram. That's her name there, and see hers. It's wonderful. So thank you, Sherry. All right, that was Entangled Landscapes. And we have the book that said it was immaculate when they sold it to me, and it came with 9 pages colored in, so my OCD will not let me leave this book alone. We must do these 9 pages to cover up the scribbling. So all these little tags here, like this is a page where I covered up the scribbles. I was testing it. Let's see. Well, we have very little scribbles there. There was scribbles here, but I was able to erase that one. Although, because the child, colored like this hard, it's dented. I'll probably have to paint that or something. Let's see. Oh, there's a little bit here. You can hardly see it. It's very light. That'll be an easy one to fix. That's an example of some of the stuff that I've dealt with. So, what did I do? I fixed this one. This was colored by the child or whoever. It was okay. It was very scribbly, but it was kind of in the lines. And so I just covered all the little characters with Prismacolor. I think there's one Crayola pencil there. I just didn't have that color. And it went on okay. Some are better than others. I think it mostly covered up the child abuse there. And then I just kind of watercolored the background, and then I went around the Tsum. I have no idea how to say that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm assuming the T is silent, but I don't know. I went around the Tsum with a red Tombow, and that took like a year and a half. So all in all, it came out okay. I think it was a pretty good save. Now my favorite save is this one, but you need to put on your sunglasses for this one. Brace yourself here. And this was featured in my How to Pick a Paintbrush video, so you saw this whole page was colored green, scribble green. So here's what it is now. It is extremely bright. So This page had wall-to-wall, edge-to-edge mics on it, the one-eyed guy, and they were all scribbled green. So I just decided to blot out the rest of the stuff with black. I kept those 8. Now those are Mike's cousins. That's what we're going with, Mike's cousins. I had to use several layers of acrylic paint on these, and I would imagine, I think I used acrylic paint markers, either Ohuhu or Posca. For the white, to get that green covered with the white, I had to use several layers of opaque watercolor. I think it's my Van Gogh opaque watercolor, also known as gouache. All right, and that took several layers of the white. And then on top of the black, I just did the Moonlight jelly rolls, you know, neon jelly rolls. I figured since the mics were round, I just got out my round stencil and drew some of these dots in, and then I decided, oh, more dots will work, so that's how that happened. So I think that's a nice save. I really rather like that one. I had to stretch myself to fix the child abuse on that one. So, all right, 2 in Tsum Tsum. I had to download a poster of these characters because I didn't know what they were. I've never seen this before. All right, we have, I don't know how to say this, Serenaya, possibly by Christina McAllister. This is a buddy color with the fabulous Jojosa Hannah, and you should check out her channel to see hers. We did very bright pages, very bright. Okay. So it's Tribble time. The trouble with Tribbles is that they're just so cute. And mine are very furry. So it is based with alcohol marker, except for the sky. The sky is based with watercolor. I wasn't sure my red markers would hold out for the sky. And then I went over the sky with Prismacolor. So you can see where it warped. And then when I colored, it got flattened out a bit. So I don't know if you can see that warping a little bit. And mostly over the marker, though, this seems to be my go-to these days. I mostly use acrylic paint pens over alcohol markers these days. But like I said, there's Prismacolor in the sky, and there's a little bit of Prismacolor on her dress and on her skin to blend her skin. I wanted her to be fawn colored because she's got like the little dots that fawns have on them. And this girl has a lot going on. She's got wings, she's got ears, she's got horns, she's got Princess Leia hair. I don't know. And then my Tribbles are just many layers of different colors of paint marker. So they almost look sharp instead of fuzzy, but anyway. So that's, you know, the trouble with Tribbles are they're so cute. Page. Thank you, Jojosa Hannah, for doing another buddy color with me, even though I haven't finished the last buddy color. Still working on it. And in my black and white book, which is now a book buddy color with Carrie Kay, she's got a book that she's doing all black and white, and I have a book that I'm doing all black and white. And I'm like, this was the first one I did here. And she's like, let's do a book. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll commit to one a month. And then she committed to like 30, I think. I don't know. We'll have to count when her video comes out. But here is my one for this month. And I kind of pecked away at this all month long. I think I started it early on, and every day I just did kind of a little bit, you know, when I sat down to color. And this one, I actually did some of the black, and then I went back and did white Posca pen on top of the black too, just because I wanted to, and I can. So that is my one for this month. And if I do one a month, it will take me like 4.5 years to do this book. So we'll be talking about it for a long time. And the last one, number 9. I did 9 in a month. That's great. This is my 4th picture in this book. I really like this book. This is Mid-Century Modern Animals by Jen Ski. We'll say it's Ski. I don't know. This was a group buddy color with, oh gosh, a whole bunch of people. Let me find them. Do I have the right page? Yes. All right. I have it written down somewhere. Okay. Our Mid-Century Modern Animals group buddy color is me, Doodle Robot, Carrie K, Colorful Pirate, colored by Maya. She's the administrator on the Instagram DM group thing. JoJo Zahana and Tammy colors too. So you'll have, they all came out so good and so different. So amazing, ladies. Thank you for doing the buddy color. In case you want to be in our Magic Dreamland group, we've got, it's growing as well. One person joined. We're doing a group buddy color in February, this month, February 1. Somebody else asked me to join, but they did not contact me on Instagram so I could add them. So this group of ladies, we did this one. We did the Winter Cat video, or not video, page. And mine is done in the base of the cat is dollar store metallic marker, that kind of pinky purple color. I think there's lots of paint pens. This is apple barrel matte paint here, that antique white color. There's Signo gel pen, and I think some kind of jelly roll there, probably, most likely. Some kind of gel pen. And so yeah, it's got a lot of sparkles. It's very sparkly. I was going for that kind of hazy shade of winter color palette. And yeah, that song was playing in my mind the whole time. So I like it. I liked how all the ladies' cats turned out. It was really good. And it's a nice big buddy color, so that was very fun. All right, that is it for me. I hope you had a good time. I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.